Hello, and welcome to the Fast Book Pod channel, where you'll find the best book summaries. You'll watch book summaries just like watching a movie. Don't forget to subscribe and like the videos for in-depth reviews of great books. Let's get to the book summaries.
In the quiet green land of the Shire, where life moves peacefully and people known as hobbits enjoy simple pleasures like gardening, good food, and laughter, begins one of the greatest adventures ever told. Among these hobbits lives Frodo Baggins, an unassuming young hobbit who has no idea that his world is about to change forever. Frodo's story begins with the return of his uncle, Bilbo Baggins, from earlier adventures. Bilbo possesses a mysterious golden ring that he found years ago, a ring that seems harmless but has strange powers. It can make the wearer invisible. For a long time Bilbo has kept it as a trinket, unaware of its dark origin. But as the years pass, he grows possessive, secretive, and oddly obsessed with it. When Gandalf the Grey, a wise and powerful wizard, visits Bilbo for his 111th birthday, he senses something wrong about this ring. After Bilbo leaves the Shire to retire, he reluctantly leaves the ring to Frodo. Gandalf begins to study the object and discovers a horrifying truth. This is the One Ring, the Master Ring created by the Dark Lord Sauron thousands of years ago to control all other rings of power. The ring carries Sauron's will and essence. Though Sauron was defeated long ago, his spirit endures, searching for his lost ring. Whoever possesses it can be corrupted by its power. Gandalf warns Frodo that the ring cannot be used, only destroyed, and that Sauron's forces are now rising again, hunting for it. Frodo realizes that he must leave his peaceful home to keep the ring from falling into evil hands. Together with his loyal friends, Samwise Gamgee, Merry Brandybuck, and Pippin Took, he sets out on a dangerous journey beyond the Shire. What begins as a small act of courage soon becomes a quest that will decide the fate of Middle-earth. Their first stop is the village of Bree, where they meet a mysterious ranger named Strider, who later reveals himself as Aragorn, heir to the throne of Gondor, one of the great kingdoms of men. Aragorn becomes their protector and guide, leading them through perilous lands as the Dark Riders, the Nazgul, Sauron's undead servants, relentlessly chase them. After countless near-death escapes, they reach the elven realm of Rivendell. There, under the guidance of Lord Elrond, a great council is held. Representatives from every free race of Middle-earth, elves, dwarves, men, and hobbits, gather to decide the fate of the ring. They conclude that it must be destroyed in the fires of Mount Doom, where it was originally forged. Only there can its evil be undone. Thus a fellowship is formed, 9 companions to represent the free peoples and counter the 9 Nazgul. They are Frodo, Sam, Merry, Pippin, Gandalf, Aragorn, Legolas the elf, Gimli the dwarf, and Boromir, a nobleman of Gondor. Together they set out on a mission filled with danger and uncertainty, the Fellowship of the Ring. Their journey leads them through frozen mountains, dark forests, and the underground mines of Moria, a once great dwarf kingdom now overrun by orcs. There tragedy strikes. Confronted by a monstrous demon known as the Balrog, Gandalf faces the creature on a narrow bridge, crying out his famous words, "You shall not pass," before plunging into the abyss with it. Believing their leader lost, the Fellowship continues under Aragorn's leadership. They seek refuge in the forest of Lothlorien, where the elf queen Galadriel offers them rest and wisdom. She reminds Frodo that even the smallest person can change the course of the future. With renewed spirit, they continue their mission, but divisions grow among them. Boromir, seduced by the ring's power, tries to take it from Frodo, believing he can use it to save his city. Horrified, Frodo decides he must go on alone to prevent further corruption. But Sam, loyal and brave, insists on accompanying him, saying simply, "I made a promise, Mr. Frodo." The Fellowship is broken. Merry and Pippin are captured by orcs. Boromir dies defending them, and Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli set off to rescue the captives. Frodo and Sam head toward Mordor, a dark, cursed land under Sauron's shadow, carrying the ring into the very heart of danger. Meanwhile, Gandalf returns, not as Gandalf the Grey, but as Gandalf the White. Having fought the Balrog and transcended death, he is stronger and wiser. He rejoins Aragorn and helps unite the free peoples against Sauron's armies. The story expands as war spreads across Middle-earth. In Rohan, the kingdom of the Horse Lords, Gandalf helps King Theoden regain his courage and fight back against Sauron's forces. Aragorn gradually steps into his destiny as the true king of men, earning loyalty through bravery, not birthright. Meanwhile, Frodo and Sam meet Gollum, a twisted, pitiful creature, corrupted by the ring's power. Gollum once owned the ring and still craves it, calling it my precious. He becomes their reluctant guide to Mordor, leading them through deadly swamps and secret paths. Sam distrusts him deeply, but Frodo pities him, seeing what the ring could make of anyone who falls under its control. In the land of Gondor, Sauron's armies prepare to strike. The black clouds of Mordor cover the sky as the final war begins. Aragorn, Gandalf, and their allies gather men from across the kingdoms, standing together at Minas Tirith, the great white city. The battles are fierce, fire, siege engines, and endless waves of orcs. Heroes rise and fall, but hope endures. At the same time, Frodo and Sam's journey grows darker and more painful. Exhausted and starving, they climb toward Mount Doom, with Gollum leading them to betrayal. At the crucial moment, Gollum's greed drives him to attack Frodo. They struggle and both fall, but in a twist of fate, Gollum bites off Frodo's finger to seize the ring. As he dances in victory, he slips and falls into the fiery chasm, taking the ring with him. The One Ring is finally destroyed. With its destruction, Sauron's power collapses. His great eye fades, his armies scatter, and the dark lands crumble. The world is free. Frodo and Sam, barely alive, are rescued by the eagles, symbols of divine intervention and hope. Peace returns to Middle-earth. Aragorn is crowned King of Gondor, uniting men, elves, and dwarves in friendship. He marries Arwen, the elf maiden who chose mortality for love. The hobbits return home to the Shire, but they are no longer the same. They've seen too much, grown too wise for their once quiet world. Sam finds happiness, marrying Rosie Cotton and starting a family. But Frodo cannot find peace. The ring has left deep scars in his heart and mind. Haunted by pain and memory, he realizes that some wounds never fully heal. In the end, Frodo sails away across the sea with Gandalf, Bilbo, and the elves to the Undying Lands, a place of rest and peace beyond the mortal world. Sam watches him go, whispers goodbye, and returns home. As he closes the door, he says softly, "Well, I'm back." And with those words, the tale ends, not in triumph, but in quiet reflection. It's a story of courage, friendship, sacrifice, and the enduring struggle between light and darkness. The Lord of the Rings reminds us that even the smallest person, a hobbit from an unnoticed corner of the world, can change the fate of all.
It was a very good book. Did you like it too? You can write your thoughts in the comments section. See you in the next summary.